Ever been squished into a small airplane seat? No room for your legs, no window by the bathroom, and thought, how did you get stuck there? You are not alone at the same time. Other passengers seem like experienced travelers. Feet elevated, bags stored, fast asleep. What is their secret? The reality is, your seat makes or breaks your flight, and the majority of people choose it entirely wrong, but not today. I am posting 10 airline seat hacks that I've used on more than 200 flights so you never endure a bad seat again. Hang in there till the end for my step-by-step precise seat selection plan. It has never let me down. Let's do this. The back row may appear like a regular seat, but it is usually the worst on the plane. It has no recline, a constant stream of bathroom users, noise, smells, and jostling. And you are paying as much as someone a few rows in front of you having a much nicer time. If you must sit in the back, try to get the second to last aisle seat. You'll skip the worst of the mayhem while still getting off in a hurry. Exit row seats guarantee additional legroom, but there is a caveat. You sacrifice all under-seat storage, so your own belongings fly overhead, and those bins may fill up by the time you get on board. The tray tables are cumbersome. The zone is cooler, and you are legally liable in emergencies. You are paying extra to perform half of the airline's work, with less convenience. For most passengers, it is not worth the premium price. Bulkhead seats are usually considered choice real estate because there is no person in front of you. But here is what airlines don't say. You don't have under-seat storage. The tray tables are shorter and pop out from the armrests, which are fixed and take away your seat width. The screens are usually at funky angles, and longer flights are uncomfortable. These seats will do if legroom is your highest priority and you are flying light, but they're not a good option for the majority of passengers. Middle seats are awful. You don't have any personal space, you are sandwiched between strangers, and reaching the aisle requires bothering someone each time. To top that, airflow is inferior in the middle, giving you more of a chance to get sick. But there is one clever application of the middle seat. If you have a partner flying with you, book the aisle and window and let the middle seat go unbooked. It usually remains unbooked, reserving you the entire row to yourselves. Airlines now board using a system called Wilma, window, middle, then aisle. It sounds efficient, but it's a trap for aisle seat flyers. If you're someone who likes the aisle and wants guaranteed overhead bin space, you're now boarding last. By then, bins are full and your bag might get gate checked. The solution is simple. Book a middle or window seat, get on early, put your bag away, and then kindly ask an adjacent aisle passenger to swap. Everyone is willing to exchange for a window seat. You don't have to fly first class in order to enjoy a wonderful flight. There is a little-known sweet spot in economy. Rows 6 to 9 are the perfect balance on most narrow bodies. You're far enough forward for fast boarding and exit, but just far enough back to avoid the family zone, where crying babies usually sit. These rows are over or just behind the wing, the aircraft's center of gravity, making the ride smoother with less turbulence and better sleep. Avoid rows 10 to 15. They're often filled with people who booked last minute, split families, or loud groups. On wide bodies, the best sleeping secret is the one center aisle seat. It provides you with all the freedom of an aisle seat, but without constant disruption from seatmates having to rise. You are also in the middle of the cabin where food is served more frequently and there is less turbulence. Great part you board in the aisle group during Wilma boarding, but without the typical aisle drawbacks. To obtain this seat, set an alarm for precisely 24 hours prior to your flight when check-in commences. These premium seats tend to come out at that time and move quickly. Airline seat charts don't always tell the truth. Popular seats are frequently located near restrooms, have skewed windows, or reduced recline. Check your actual plane and flight number using Seat Guru. It indicates which seats really are good and which to steer clear of. Take a screenshot of the seat chart before you book. If your aircraft is swapped on you at the last minute, you'll have documentation of your initial choice and can protest for an equivalent one. Timing is of the essence. The majority of travelers check in haphazardly during the 24-hour period, but experts realize that the best seats are rolled out precisely at the time check-in becomes available. Set an alarm 24 hours prior to your flight. Jot down your confirmation number and strike quickly. Even if you didn't choose a decent seat during booking, You may often be able to grab premium economy or aisle seat just by moving fast. And also, sign up for the airline's free frequent flyer program. It sometimes offers you priority boarding for more comfortable seats, even if you fly rarely, and sometimes, upgrading a seat is completely worth paying for. If you are on a 4-hour flight or longer, particularly a red-eye flight, shelling out $25 to $50 will spare you days of recovery time. You'll sleep better, recover better, and arrive ready to roll. But here's the hack. Don't pay right away. Seat upgrade prices often drop within 24 hours of departure as airlines try to fill premium spots. Check again the night before your flight and you'll often find deals for half the price. Here is the entire strategy I apply to every flight. First, check out your aircraft on Seat Guru prior to booking. Next, aim for your desired seat depending on the aircraft type. Either the center aisle of wide body or rows 6 to 9 aisle seats on narrow body. Put an alarm in place at the 24. Hard check, in period, and be prepared to move quickly in case you are assigned a terrible seat. Keep an eye out for last-minute upgrades if you reserve an aisle seat. Always have a secondary plan for Wilma getting on using the seat trade trick. The gap between an uncomfortable flight and an enjoyable one can be as simple as 5 minutes of clever planning. Airlines expect you to settle for whatever seat they assign. But now you know better. What was your worst seat ever? Tell me about it in the comments. I read each and every one of them. If this helped you fly smarter, give it a like and subscribe for more no-fluff travel advice. Airlines don't want you to know, and don't miss our next video on secret senior travel perks that could save you hundreds on your next vacation. Thanks for watching, and safe travels.